Hey everyone, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. So today I have a very exciting video. We are, for the most part, going to be talking about our summer Bring Back My Bar. But I do have, when I placed a Scentsy order, the Father's Day collection came out. So I added a couple other things to my cart, which I'm briefly going to share before we get into the Bring Back My Bars. If you only care about the Bring Back My Bars, I'm gonna leave timestamps down below so you can like click through. If you only care about certain things, check the description box. It'll have the chapters in there for you. So really quickly, I'm not gonna spend too much time on this stuff. I picked up a 3-pack of scent packs because I only have the Dumbo ones from clearance and that's it. So I got a jammy thyme, a lavender cotton, and then also pink cotton. I mostly just like these for nighttime. So as you can tell, that's what I was gearing towards. And then also I picked up a 3-pack of wax, which included the Father's Day collection items. So there was only 2 bars that launched from the Father's Day collection, and I wanted to add another bar to make the 3-pack. And so what better bar to add than vanilla bean buttercream? So I picked up one of those. It's such a staple. My mom loves it. It's the Basic Betty scent. It's great for like work, just adding to anything. It's lovely. But from the Father's Day collection, the first scent was Perfect Gentleman. So the notes on this are white amber, oak moss, and fresh marine water. I was like kind of nervous about how these would smell. It's green wax. And I feel like I definitely get the combination of the amber and like the oak moss greenery type note from the top. I mean, and like maybe more of specifically that oak smell from the bottom, like very green note. Fresh marine water. I don't know necessarily about that. This one's like a mix between like masculine but like earthy, if that makes sense. And I think I like the other bar more, which I kind of figured, but I really, from the notes, was not I had no expectations of how these were gonna smell. So that's why I just got 1 bar of each. The other one was vanilla bourbon, which is warm vanilla, bourbon, and a hint of nutmeg, which, smelling it, I'm not entirely sure. I'm getting kind of like somewhat toasted marshmallow vibes, maybe like Central Park pralines, like caramelized type of vibes. I don't know that I would call it bourbon per se. Maybe the nutmeg. It's kind of just I feel like the nutmeg's on the bottom. I feel like it's just kind of reminds me of toasted marshmallow. So I'll be warming this. I really, really like this one. Out of the 2, I prefer this one. It's kind of like has a bakery-esque sweetness to it almost. I don't know that I would even say it's like men's cologne type though. It really is just kind of sweet with that hint of almost like a smoky background, which I imagine would be the bourbon, but I can't say for sure. Really kind of like immediately once I smelled it, reminded me of toasted marshmallow. So if you like toasted marshmallow, I would think that's very similar. Okay, next we're gonna get into the Bring Back My Bars. So for the Bring Back My Bar scents, they are going to be available for anyone to purchase on the Scentsy website starting on June 1. I don't know like if they launch at midnight or if they launch at a specific time. I think last time they just launched, crap, now I'm second guessing myself. I don't know if it was like that middle of the day queue type of situation, like when they add stuff in the middle of the day, or if they launched right at midnight. So I'm unsure, but for sure June 1st, they are available while supplies last or until June 30th. And then obviously if you would like to keep them, you can add them to your Scentsy Club, etc. As consultants, we got to buy the kit early to share with you guys, which I'm so excited. I'm gonna just give you my first impressions, like read the scent notes, etc. But I am going to try to warm through all of these. And then I'll update you weekly as I do like my weekly roundup of wax. I'll be updating you guys on what I'm thinking of the scents. So I don't know how that's gonna go, but I'm gonna try to get through. There's 25 this time, so it's a lot. We voted for 20 and then they threw in 5 extra. So, also if you want this was available for consultants like to share with customers and stuff. So has like the pricing down here and has all the scent notes. So if you want this, reach out to your consultant because they should have been able to get that from their workstation. So we're gonna start right at the top. Like I said, if you're interested in certain ones, I'm gonna do the chapters down below so you can click between scents. So the first scent up, I'm just gonna go in alphabetical order, is Blue Hyacinth, I'm pretty positive is how you say that, which the notes are florals from heaven. Pure blue hyacinth is all about the flower power. This one made me nervous because florals, you know, I get a little bit questionable on that. But honestly, it's not like the worst floral. It's definitely like a powdery floral. I don't know what this flower is, but it smells reminiscent of some sort. It's not like rose or daisy or whatever. It's not those, but it's definitely like a powdery floral. But it smells familiar and I'm not sure why because I'm not a flower person. So yeah, it almost smells maybe like a bathroom air freshener familiarity or something like that. I'm gonna test it, but I can already, like, this is not my favorite by any means. Yeah, florals are my thing, but perfect for this time of year. I mean, maybe even like a month or two ago, like even more perfect, but like good spring, summer. Okay, the next one is Candy Crave. I love the color of this one. Oh, and I was gonna mention, they started adding these little BBMB, they're stickers. I don't know if you can tell from the side, they're like raised kind of. So you get the packaging, but then you also get, instead of like separate Bring Back My Bar packaging, you get the packaging from the actual clam. I love it. They're just so cute, that little tiny like Bring Back My Bar sticker. So Candy Crave is just the sweet stuff: raspberry sorbet, cotton candy, and fluffy marshmallow. Pretty sure this is available right now in the body wash, right? But the bar's back for Bring Back My Bar. So blue wax. This, I know we're only on number 2, but this is really, really good. However, I think I like the top more than I like the bottom. I don't know if the bottom has more of that marshmallow and it hasn't like developed yet. I do find with Bring Back My Bars, sometimes letting them cure does wonders for them. So I think what I'm gonna do as I warm is like warm a couple cubes, save half the bar, warm it in a couple months before my club truly processes. Because last time I did that and I just took out the ones for my club right away that I thought I didn't like. And then I warmed some bars later on and I was like, dang, this is so much better than the first go around after I did cured. So just a tip. But I really like the top. I really feel like I get that raspberry sorbet and the cotton candy. Like there's a sweetness. The bottom's almost giving me that just a weird extra vibe, like, you know, the plastic container. It's got to be the marshmallow. So I think this maybe just needs to sit a little bit, but I'm going to try to warm through it. So I'll maybe just do a couple cubes, but I like that one just off initial impression. The next one is Coffee Tree, which I'm glad we got a coffee scent, but I know a lot of people were like, really, Coffee Tree? Like there's so many other ones out there and this is the one we landed on, but at least we got one. So Coffee Tree is bold and sophisticated. Wake up to the rich aroma of freshly roasted coffee beans. And this one is literally straight up coffee beans. It's not as, oh dang, I don't think I can get this one. Ugh. I don't know if it'll come out. I don't want to bust it right away, but oh dang. Crap. I'm sure it smells the same on the bottom, but I hate to assume that. Oh, it's coming. Oh, yeah, the bottom definitely has a different smell. The bottom almost smells like when you walk into a Starbucks, like what that smells like. Like not like coffee beans, like kind of just the aroma in the coffee shop, if that makes sense. That's interesting. But the top definitely smells like coffee beans. A slight sweetness though. It's not as astringent as maybe like a vendor wax coffee bean, like straight up coffee scent, but definitely not the same as like Mocha Doodle with the sweetness, but maybe a hint of something. So I'm excited about that one. The next one is French Kiss, which is sweet fig tenderly caressed by coconut pulp, exotic cedar, and caramel. This one almost looks a little bit sweaty, almost. So I think a lot of people were saying, is this the one that reminds them of Brown Sugar and Fig from Bath & Body Works? I feel like I could be wrong, but I think it's this one, and it's kind of giving me those vibes. So I think it's this one. I definitely, yeah, it's giving me those vibes for sure. I think I'm not like getting any one of those notes like standing out. Maybe the cedar, if I had to pick out one specific note, but only because of reading it, like really this is very, very blended. I can't pick out like, oh, definitely coconut pulp, definitely caramel. And I don't know what like fig smells like. I'm assuming kind of like maybe a slight hint of like fruitiness in a way. This one will be interesting warming. I don't know. It's odd. It smells to me like Brown Sugar and Fig from Bath & Body Works, but very well blended together. Like can't pick out a specific scent note from that list. The next one's Fresh Cut Daisies, which is a meadow awash in a summer bloom, freshly cut grass, clover, daisies, buttercups, and ivy. I'm assuming all those are flowers. So this one has white wax. And this one's very like floral, fresh cut grass. Yeah, the clover's on the bottom. It's very floral, fresh cut grass. Fresh cut grass. I hate saying that. I mess it up every time. That one I wouldn't say is my favorite either. I think I like it less than the other floral one, the blue hyacinth. That one's like very, if you like floral, like, and that's your wheelhouse maybe. I don't know about the rest though. The next one is Honeymoon Hideaway, which I know a ton of people are super excited for. This one is Escape to a Secluded Retreat of Dew-Kissed Lily and Tart Sweet Kiwi, shaded by Lush Coconut Palm. So this one has white wax. And this one, to me, on the top, I really get that kiwi. I feel like the bottom is a blend of the lily and the coconut palm. Like, it's not floral, like super to the point where it's only the lily. I feel like it's a hint of that coconut palm. And from past since I've had that coconut palm, when they add the palm to it, like palm note, it gives it a little bit more like greenery, tones down the coconut in a way, which I really like. I actually really like this one, which was surprising because some of the notes sometimes kind of sound weird, but it actually smells good. It kind of gives me like a slightly men's cologne vibe. But I think the fact that the kiwi comes out, I really like, because it kind of reminds me of the kiwi in the new kiwi candle from Bath & Body Works, and I like that too. So it's kind of giving me those same vibes. These are all like, I can tell they need to cure more. Like, I can just tell right off the bat. However, I really want to warm them, so I might do them in a smaller space just because I feel like just by smelling them I can tell they need to cure. So the next one is Jet Set Go, which looks like this. It says jet off to a balmy tropical paradise of Brazilian orange, jungle papaya, and island vanilla. So I really like the color of this one. It's very pretty. And this one definitely is papaya and orange. The bottom has more orange, but the top is more of a blend of the papaya and the orange. I'm assuming the vanilla is just in the background. I'm not getting like sweetness or any of that sort, like vanilla bakery. This one's interesting. It's like borderline. I could see me absolutely loving it, but I can see there being a part in it that I don't like, which could potentially be the orange, because typically papaya I'm like okay with blended, but I could see there being a note in there just kind of smelling it that throws me off a little bit, that I'm not sure about. Okay, I'm gonna move some of these off to the side just to make some more room. Take another drink. This video is gonna be long. But I mean, there's 25 cents to go through, so what do you expect? Okay, the next one is Kahiko Hula, which is Say Aloha with exotic passion fruit, mango, and papaya. And I really like how this one is yellow on the inside, even though it's like this red, pink type of color. This one almost at the beginning is reminding me, giving me like a floral vibe. The bottom has the mango. I don't know that I get papaya. Maybe the passion fruit's on the top, but the bottom's definitely the mango. I don't know, I was really expecting to love this one, but I don't know that, just out of the ones I smell, I think my two favorite, like, that, I don't know, the two that are like, yeah, I'm excited to warm it are the Candy Crave and the Honeymoon Hideaway. This is maybe in the middle for me. Like, it's fruity, but I thought maybe the notes would stand out a little bit more, I guess. Or maybe if there was like a coconut or something blended with this, but people really, really like this. So I'm obviously gonna give it a shot. But it's not like standing out to me as super different from other fruit-based scents we have currently. The next one is Lemon Thyme Berry, which is sparkling lemonade and strawberry sprinkled with crushed thyme. So this is the color. This one is definitely sparkling lemonade and strawberry. I don't know what thyme smells like. Like, I'm a bad person to ask that, but we'll smell the bottom. Maybe it's on the bottom. The bottom almost has more of an herbal note mixed with the lemonade. Like, I'm really getting the like lemonade, but almost with an effervescence to it. This one's actually pretty good. Like, this one smells like, this is kind of almost generic to me with this is the Kahiko Hula, like generic fruity. This one's like giving me a different vibe with that sparkling lemonade. And I think at this point, that's kind of what I'm looking for, is things that are like different from other things that are offered. Like, you don't need 5 pumpkin apple scents. Like, I kind of want things that are different a little bit. Let me go. This kind of almost gives me a reminiscent vibe of the Monsters Inc., which has to be the lemonade. It's different, but it kind of reminds me of that. I actually really like that, which I was not expecting whatsoever. The next one is Love Story, which is innocent pink jasmine and sensual amber, embraced by luscious dark chocolate, which dark chocolate that like really throws me off, but it's this nice red, kind of reminds me of like a strawberry red. This one to me reminds me of like a Bath & Body Works body spray, or like a Victoria's Secret body spray or something, like not quite a perfume necessarily, but maybe just like a more young adult body spray. Yeah. I would not say I get dark chocolate. I'm literally only getting the definitely pink jasmine and amber. Like, it smells like a perfume, like a body spray, like I said. Like, it's very perfumey in that sense, but not dark chocolate. Makes me think bakery in a sense, but I don't know where they got dark chocolate. That's just odd. Okay, the next one is Lucky in Love, which is a sweet bouquet of mandarin, bergamot, and orange with hints of peaches and berries. I feel like this one has a lot going on with those notes. This is the color.
Peaches.
You want to smell this one because it has peaches?
Yeah.
It kind of...
Which one is this?
It's called Lucky in Love.
I like it.
You want me to take it out to smell the bottom? Oh, the bottom's kind of got a weird...
Oh, it's even better yet.
Oh, you think it's better on the bottom?
It's stronger.
Do you think it smells the same?
Yeah.
It literally smells like fruit with like a hint of bergamot, which is like men's cologne type smell. You get that?
Yeah, I like it.
You're a fan?
Yep.
Okay. Corey says Lucky in Love is a good one. He says we'll see you. Okay, the next one is Mulberry Bush, which is sweet mulberry accented with bittersweet orange peels. I don't know what mulberry smells like. Oh, this one's actually pretty good. It kind of reminds me of like a raspberry type smell. And orange peels, it kind of just reminds me of like a raspberry smell. I don't know that I get orange peels. I typically, this is so random, I kind of like the smell of orange peels. Like, I don't like oranges, but I like peeling an orange and then your fingers kind of smell like the orange peel. That's so random, but I don't feel like I get that in here though. It's more just like raspberry to me, which is probably mulberry, but I don't know what that smells like, but raspberry. So I actually kind of like that one. The next one is My Wish. I like the packaging on this one. This one is a confection of earthy fig, sweet violet, and playful marshmallow will have you wishing for more. I definitely get the violet and the marshmallow. Once again, I don't really know what fig smells like though. Like, the top though is definitely violet and marshmallow. I feel like this one you can actually smell the marshmallow note. The bottom doesn't have the sweetness, the top definitely does, which kind of to me makes me think it'll go away like sooner, like it won't last as long. It's more of a top note. Yeah, this one's maybe like okay, but I've said this before, I'm not huge on violet, so we'll see. Okay, the next one is Ocean, which is cool and refreshing aquatic notes deepened with water lilies and ocean breezes. I know people loved this one back in the day. It's actually like a lighter color in the wax than I was expecting from the cover. This one's definitely oceanic water-based. And maybe slightly, maybe a hint of floral. This is not my favorite. I could see Corey maybe liking this one. I could see how people really like this in the laundry. Like, I could see it being good in that. However, I don't know. Maybe if I owned like a beach house, this would be nice. But in my real house, I don't know about that. It's maybe a little bit too water-based for me. I don't necessarily love those types of scents. The next one is Oodles of Orange, which says, I think this used to be in the kids line because it says, kids will love this sweet citrusy scent, punched up by fresh pineapple, crisp papaya, mango blossom, and ripe bunches of tropical berries. Yum. So I think a ton of people love Oodles of Orange. And it kind of almost in person, it looks pretty orange here, but it's almost kind of like a toned down yellow type of color. It's kind of funny. It's not the color of an orange, I wouldn't say. Okay, hang on. The weird part is, I'm just realizing, none of the notes is oranges. It's pineapple, papaya, mango blossom, and tropical berries. None of that is actually orange. I was gonna say, this doesn't even really smell like an orange. It literally smells like a blend. The bottom, these are having weird scents on the bottom, kind of. The bottom has an odd smell, but the top is definitely a blend of like berries, papaya, mango. I don't know that I'd say pineapple initially. I see how it like blended together almost gives you a vibe of an orange smell, but it doesn't smell like oranges or like cuties or like those types of things. Interesting. I don't know why. I'm assuming just by the name Oodles of Orange. I was literally expecting it to be like oranges. Clearly I didn't read this in notes. Okay. I really like this stack. It's all like pink. It's so cute. Okay, so the first one is Palo Santo, which is, I really like the design on this one too. It's Palo Santo wood, charred cedar, bark, and teak are blended in the ultimate dreamboat blend. So I've heard this is different from other people's takes on Palo Santo. and I have to agree. The charred cedar bark is like not doing it for me. Like Inventor Wax, Palo Santo I've become a really big fan of. But this almost smells like we're really burning. Like we have a fire and it's just, we're burning a fire. But like, it kind of reminds me of the way your like hair smells after you come from a bonfire and there was like a lot of smoke. Like burning wet wood. Like it's weird. It's very heavy on that like charred cedar bark to me. Like very much bonfire wood. And it's very strong. Like the other ones I've really had to get in and smell. That one's like ready to go. I don't know. I will test it on its own, but I may have to blend it with something to finish it off because I don't know about that one. And I know people were saying it's a little bit different, but it is like different out of my wheelhouse. The next one is Rockin' Ruby Razz, which is a fruity blend of juicy orange, fresh strawberry, and a sweet candy glaze, all wrapped in one perfect fragrance. Pretty color. I definitely get orange and strawberry, which makes sense because candy glaze isn't a real scent. I'm assuming that means added sweetness. I even get orange and strawberry on the bottom. And it's not candied strawberry to the point where you're like, I wouldn't necessarily say it's authentic strawberry, but it's not, I actually really like this. It's not candied, like overly candied, but it's not quite authentic. Like you can tell there's a hint of something making it not like an authentic strawberry, like a hint of sweetness. I actually really like that one. I'm really shocked. Okay, the next one is Spring Forward, which is if sunshine had a scent, it would be this burst of Italian bergamot, raspberry jam, and cedarwood. I don't know why this one seems kind of like odd to me. Like I just feel like this should be a bouquet of flowers or something, like Spring Forward. I don't know. I really like the color of it though. Very pretty. This one is interesting. It literally is almost like a men's cologne type of scent, but then they have raspberry jam in the middle of it. I think I don't love cedar depending how it's blended. In certain things, I'm like, this is great. In other things, like the Palo Santo and this, I'm just like, I'm like iffy on it. The bottom's got more of that like iffiness. The top has more of that like raspberry jam. But I don't think the raspberry jam's prominent enough. Like it's mostly cologne-y to me, which just seems weird. Like Spring Forward and a cologne scent, that just doesn't seem like it adds up to me. We'll see how that one does. The next one is Strawberry Swirl. That one you can barely read. This one is frozen strawberry swirl whipped with frothy milk and vanilla. So this one's like very, very light pink. This one definitely smells like a strawberry milkshake type of vibe, like very light strawberry, like almost like a vanilla ice cream with barely like some strawberry blended in. The bottom's definitely stronger. The bottom I feel like almost has a bakery vanilla added to it. Frothy milk, what does that smell like? I feel like the frothy milk could maybe give it more of like that milkshake type vibe. The bottom definitely has that bakery vanilla though, and even the top whiff there was giving me a little bit of that. Okay. I think this one's gonna be good. Club worthy, that's questionable, but I think it's gonna be good. The next one is Summer Soleil, which is pineapple and coconut milk, top fluffy vanilla marshmallow. Here's the color. And this one I actually really like. It's a different take on pineapple and coconut. I can't get it out. I hate when they don't come out because the bottom smells different to me. I know some people say it doesn't, but to me it does. Oh, here we go. It's pretty hot here, so usually that makes it harder for them to come out. Okay, this is like a different take on pineapple and coconut to me. Like, it's not pina colada cha-cha. The bottom smells similar. Like, the bottom is almost giving me a reminiscent vibe of aloe water and cucumber. Very faint. The top, I don't know. I feel like it's more coconut than pineapple, and I feel like that's why it seems different than like pina colada cha-cha and those other scents where they do always pineapple and coconut. And I don't know if it's the vanilla marshmallow adding like a different note into it, but this one's a little bit light. It's kind of reminding me of more of like a body care scent. We'll see how it goes. Okay, and the last 5. First up we have Sweet Pea and Vanilla, which is ambiance of raspberries and sweet pea petals with vanilla. This one's definitely sweet pea. It's so funny how that you can just pick out because of like the scent sweet pea. Yeah, it's definitely sweet pea through and through. Raspberry more on the bottom. I'm sure the vanilla is just adding that, you know, vanilla bit mixture. Raspberry more on the bottom, definitely sweet pea, literally bringing back, like, it just brings back memories. I don't know that it's something I would reach for, but somebody commented on one of my videos for a mix of that included sweet pea and vanilla, so maybe I'll try that now that I have that bar. The next one's Watermelon Mint, which is a chilled slice of sweet watermelon sprinkled with bracing fresh mint, makes a refreshing summer treat. So I like this one as well. It's green, but it's really red on the inside. Like a watermelon, I really like that. So this one kind of reminds me of pineapple mint in the sense that it's like the, I can't get this one out either. In the sense that it's like it's just, you know, it's a scent of watermelon and it has just like that extra little mint in the background that makes it seem fresher. Okay, the bottom definitely has more mint. But I'm not opposed to mint. It's not like peppermint, it's more of like a green, like a spearmint or something. Interesting. I feel like it's definitely watermelon first though. So we'll see how that compares with the next one, which is Watermelon Patch. I think it's funny that these two came back and they seem very close in relation. This one is just sweet vine ripened watermelon. So this is watermelon and mint. Like they seem very oddly similar. So here's this, and here's this. And this one is maybe slightly candied watermelon, whereas I feel like the other one wasn't. Definitely candied watermelon on the bottom. These two might be good mixed together. I don't know. At first I kind of like the watermelon mint more, but now after smelling the watermelon patch, this one to me seems almost a little bit more authentic watermelon. This one a little bit more candied watermelon. Strictly cold thoughts here though. We'll see how things. This almost reminds me of like a watermelon based chapstick from back in the day, if you know what I mean. Okay, second to last, White Tea and Cactus. Once again, I like this packaging. This is a clean, crisp, and refreshing floral mix with green notes. Doesn't sound like it's up my alley to begin with. This one is Sweat Tea from Travel. Yeah, definitely floral mix with green notes. Ooh, definitely floral mix with green notes on the bottom. Not my jam. No. It's literally like fresh cut grass, like that, the smell like the other one, but more green and more flowers. That one's a no. I already know that one's a no. I'll warm it, but okay. And then the last one is Wild Black Cherry, which is a sweet and juicy black cherry, just like an old-fashioned black cherry soda. Here's the color. This one literally smells like cherry. Like they are not kidding. Do I get the soda vibe? Let's find out. I didn't realize some of these would be so hard to get out of the packaging. Whew, okay. No, it really just smells like cherry. Like I don't feel like I get like a bubbly or any kind of like thing that would remind me of more of a soda. Like it really just smells like cherry. And more of like a deeper cherry. Like I see why it's called black cherry. So, okay, so that is all the bars, all 25. I think maybe just going like right off the top, some of my favorites like Candy Crave, Coffee Tree, Honeymoon Hideaway. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. The Oodles of Orange was actually decent. Rockin Ruby Razz also. Summer Soleil, I really want to try. And then I'll have to duke it out between the two watermelons, the watermelon wit and the watermelon patch. So I'm definitely going to try all these. Last time I was surprised by some of the ones I ended up liking more than I thought once I warmed them. So potentially some of the less strong ones I might give a few days. But like I said, in my weekly roundup videos, I'm going to try to come back to you guys with what things actually smell like or like what I think went after warming. So I'm really excited. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you're looking forward to the Bring Back My Bar on June 1st. Let me know what scents you guys are thinking of picking up. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for joining me and I'll see you next time. Bye.